Hey everybody, it's Brad Wilson with Enhance Your Edge and CardRunners.com. Welcome to the Saturday stream. How's everybody doing? I have Lucas Ford on the line today. Joe has the day off. My crazy cousin, Billy Bob Brad, also has the week off. It's back to regular old Brad. Lucas also refused to do the stream with Billy Bob Brad. He said he's unprofessional. He doesn't like him.
Hey everybody, I'm Lucas. If I'm seeming a bit weird, it's because it's midnight here and I might be a bit delusional from lack of sleep.
Hey, I read somewhere, because Lucas is Australian, I read that there's a possibility of PokerStars leaving Australia. Have you read
Really?
that?
I saw a thread on 2+2, but I don't really bother to look any further than that because usually it's just the world is ending, blah blah. Like, I don't know, it's all very negative on those sites, so I don't pay much attention.
I mean, it's also like if it happens, it happens, right? I don't think there's anything you can do about it.
Exactly right. I'm sure they're not going to confiscate the money, like they'll let you get your money off. Is it just PokerStars, do you know, or online poker in general?
I don't know. It could be a situation where, like, like the U.S. when UIGEA passed, like Party Poker instantly left because they were publicly traded. So it could just be, the bigger sites that have some accountability to like shareholders or the board or whoever that makes them leave a specific market. I mean, some places are just not going to care.
Yeah, maybe, maybe if they ban it all, they'll let us into the ignition
Hey, hey, Luke, can,
minefield.
can you do me a favor? Can you go post in the Facebook group
Sure.
that the stream's live, twitch.tv/enhance your edge?
The open group.
I mean, yeah, the think tank group. You can even post it on the Enhance Your Edge
Yeah.
page itself.
I'll hold up. I'll do it when I'm just going to quickly reset my computer, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So while Lucas is away, let me give it the old post in the Reddit forums, and then we can get down to business of just playing cards. So as soon as I get this up and give my computer a breather, I'll fire up some more tables. Looks like there's a fair amount of tables going on this lovely Saturday afternoon. All right. All right, so hope everybody's having a good day. We got Santa Claus in the house and Voldemort, Dumbledore. Looks like we're showing the same table twice. That's a good sign, right? Now we got everything all coordinated. See if I can find some more tables. Hey, look, and there's your face.
Hey, hello.
No, it's not. It's frozen. It's frozen, but at least you have like an icon, you know?
Pretty bad face to be frozen on.
Well, it could be worse.
Well, that's debatable. Jesus, mate. Get on the size of the pot.
So you playing a session yourself, Luke?
Yeah, I'm playing on this phone right now, and I'm playing in a tourney on the computer.
Ah.
I shouldn't have to. It shouldn't take up too much of my concentration, so I should be able to just hang out with you mostly.
Too much of your cognitive resources?
I'd hope not.
So I tried to increase the frames per second because I watched the stream back last week and I saw that it could be quite laggy.
Yeah, that's the problem I was having when I was trying to do it because my internet wasn't up to scratch.
It's not my internet, it's my computer running all these different things.
Yeah, you're in a whole new. America's internet's just light years ahead of what we've got here in Australia.
Yeah, I have fiber optics, so I'm running at like gig a second. I think. One sec. Hey, kids. Did I flop a set? No.
You weren't there to put the vibes in.
Maybe we can still win somehow.
Just Googling to find out how to stop my webcam.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That looks to be the nuts.
You don't need me moving around.
Front door.
Did you put the 50 there too?
Mm-hmm.
Can the viewers see me?
They can see that picture of you.
Oh, alright, maybe I should try harder to make it work then.
They see what you see right there.
Oh yeah, I see what's up. Should have at least
Somebody said something, but this chat format, man, is tough.
Yeah, where do I find that? Because I'm not on Twitch. I've got to post the thing for you. Hold up.
What's up, sweet? How we doing this morning? Yeah, this is a new overlay. I think it looks not so bad. Not so bad. And I got hotkeys set up. I'm like a real live professional streamer now.
Hotkeys. That sounds alright.
All it took was some money. Just throw a little money at it. Problem solved.
Because I've played 4 tables of Zoom so regularly, I've been meaning to set up something along those lines for a long time, and I just never get around to it.
Along what lines?
I like Table Ninja or something along those lines. I've never used any of those programs before.
Oh man, Table Ninja. Table Ninja's a good time. I used Table Ninja like 10 years ago. What's up, Jeremiah? How we doing, sir?
Facebook.
Well, I was talking about my hotkeys, but they don't appear to be working now.
I'm sure they're hotter than that picture of me right there.
It's cute, man.
What's the... Oh, you just put the address in the Skype. I can copy and paste it.
Alright. Now the hotkeys are working.
Paste.
No, don't put the address to the room. To the Zoom room, put the just twitch.tv/enhance your edge.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
You're always doubting the Aussies' intelligence, but we're actually always one step ahead of us Aussies. That's why I'm good at poker, because they think it's silly Aussie, but actually I'm letting them think that by destroying them.
Well, you're thinking silly Russians.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Russians, I'm not gonna lie.
What's wrong with the Russians?
There's too many Russian nit grinders that ruin the games.
Ah.
Any other tasks you want me to do while I've got this open?
No, just keep looking pretty right there. That's it.
Alright. Actually, I'm gonna... I wonder why. Flash player. Privacy settings.
You just need to leave the Zoom room, come back, turn the video off, turn it back on.
Stop video.
Stop doing whatever it is, you know, can be taking up your internet space, because I'm sure that's what it's...
Ah, that's right. That's what it'll be. My bandwidth. I can't really... No, I can't reduce that right now. So we're just going to have to get stuck with that silly picture.
It's so pretty.
Just imagine me smiling when I laugh. I laugh a lot, so...
You're very serious, you know?
I say I'm obviously in the middle of the hand there. I'm on like the ninth level of where how he thinks I'm a silly Aussie, so how am I going to exploit that? See, most people say there's like 4 or 5 levels of poker thinking. I'm
Yeah.
up to level 9. That's what that face is right there. Level 9.
You can
So
play.
you think that I think that you think that I have that you think that I have that. Oh, you lost.
Basically, you can play 3 hands at level 9 and then you're done.
Yeah, for the month.
You gotta take a break.
Yeah.
What's up, Squirtle Boss? What's up, Mike? Yeah, he knows. he knows he's frozen. There's nothing much he can do about it right now, though.
Sorry.
He can talk at least. His voice is not frozen.
My voice is croaky and my pitch is frozen.
Keep messing your picture up.
Yeah, I'm out of ideas. I'm not very good with these computers. Eyeglasses demo. Maybe I'll just buy that. See what happens.
By what?
No, it keeps asking me to buy this eyeglasses thing.
Well, you know, if you close the Zoom room and then come back to it, you can at least smile before you get frozen again.
I've got another idea. Preferences. Video. Eyeglasses.
There we
FaceTime.
Got a 4th
Alright.
table.
I think I've cracked the code here. Go. Start video. No, I've just got nothing. Alright, I'm gonna leave and come back and see what happens.
Yeah, I messed with the FPFs and maybe the hopefully that fixes itself.
There we go.
There you go. It's blank again. Congratulations.
Made it worse.
Okay. All right, I need to pay attention to this poker thing.
Yeah, when you're playing 4 tables, that's probably a good idea. I haven't actually looked at your poker once yet.
What kind of co-host are you?
I'm obviously too vain. It's caught up in this.
Can't see your face.
Hold up.
Not even looking at the poker.
Doesn't work this time. That's done.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's done. He's got nothing now.
What do you got going? 4 tables of 400 NL.
Yep, that's all there is going, sir.
Is that been a regular occurrence lately? Because I noticed you always used to be playing a lot higher.
Saturday afternoons is typically not the greatest of times to get some games.
That's the seems odd to me. I thought the more games would run on the weekend.
So we flopped a dummy into the straight. So what happens when you call raises with these fancy hands like 6-7 off?
Just gotta hope for a blank 3. That's perfect.
That's okay. If this guy leads out 4 ways on the turn, it's not the greatest. Whew.
Alright, so we have the best hand.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just remembered I'm not supposed to.
I think that's fairly obvious. Fairly obvious statement there.
I guess 4 could have spade, but it's very unlikely.
He could. Who knows?
That's dirty.
So he's probably got like 2 pair, I would think. If I were the 1 seed, I would have 2 pair.
So,
No flush draw? Send me the monies.
nice hand, so. I like your bet side then on the river too.
Shoot.
I utilise that a lot against weaker players now. It's something that you actually taught me. A long, long time ago.
A
That I
long,
can
long.
still remember.
I mean, there's only so many things that affect stuff, right? Bet sizing's kind of one of the big ones.
I think once you get good at, I think bet sizing's the hardest thing to master.
Yeah. You just have so many options.
Yeah. And so many options that can make such a huge difference to your win rate.
Yeah. I like our kings here. This fellow that we're playing against is your standard 70/44/20.
Nice weak passive.
Who is not he has not folded to a 3-bet yet, so normally in this spot could get a little tricky, but not against him.
Just gonna go for the value.
The spade is not the greatest of cards. I'm not really afraid of the flush. I'm not gonna raise, but definitely can't fold. That counterfeits all of his 2-pair. Basically, we lose to a flush, and
It's sort of a shame that we blocked King Queen. Oh, that makes life easier.
I could go for it all, but I think I'm just gonna bet small. I'm not gonna be greedy. I think fish typically don't love calling for their whole stack. Like, you still got 180 to mess around with.
You know my motto. Always leave them enough for a spin and go.
What price spin and go though, right? Don't they have different prices?
Yeah. That there's a lot of money out there then, so you could leave him at $50 spin and go.
Yeah, I left him $180 spin and go. Is that a thing?
That's too much. But when you said you were going to bet small, I actually expected you to bet like 120, sort of around there.
No, I meant smaller. Smaller than all of it. Table 3, we got a little pocket tens action.
Pocket tens four-handed is a monster.
Mike wants to know what multi-table you're in, Luke.
The $27 Saturday Eliminator progressive knockout 100K guarantee.
It's a $20 tournament with 100K guaranteed.
Yep.
What the You got like 10,000 people in that thing?
I'm coming 320th out of 2,500. I don't know how many stars are playing. I'll have a look for you.
You sound so tired.
I sound tired?
Yeah.
Been up for around 14 hours.
Guess that'll do it, huh? So while I was messing around with the tens, this hand happened. I don't really know what this guy's got. Like, he's trying to say he's got king 10. Yeah. He could also have some ace-x too.
You bet your tens on the jack 9 flop?
Yeah. I
You
bet
have a mixed
bet small.
strategy there, or you just always bet your tens there?
I always bet my tens there.
Yep.
3-betting the ace-10 off versus this fella that's...
Not going to fold.
No.
So it's like the value.
So, start by betting small, as per usual. Now we're going to check call. I don't like that he checked back to 7. Kind of makes me feel like he's got a pair now.
Yeah, I agree.
Or he's just got ace-king.
I'll show down value. Yeah.
It's funny, if he bets, I feel great, and I call, and if he checks, I feel terrible, like I'm going to lose.
I understand completely. Against a different opponent, we can consider a big bet on, like lead back out with a big bet on the river. But that guy's never going to fold a pair of eights, so it's not going to work against him.
No.
Might have folded ace king.
Could have got him to fold ace-king, but...
I didn't have ace king in his range.
yeah. I mean... Hard for a guy opening 42% of hands to have ace-king.
Do you find these games, these 400 no limit games, play roughly the same as when you play higher, or you have to adjust?
No, they play different. They play, they're better games.
Yep. I find the difference between playing 100 zoom and 200 zoom on PokerStars just a completely different game. They're worlds apart.
So up here, check to us, and we got check raised minimum versus a short stack who we know nothing about. Still know nothing about him. Heart maybe might be the best card in the world for us.
Yeah, might save us. Yeah.
One of those, bad card, good cards that... Actually, I think the heart's a good card because we have lots of heart draws in our range too, so... It definitely improves our range, enables us to call. Or enables us to fold a lot of our worst, like, sevens and stuff.
Yeah. I find it difficult in those spots, even with hands like pocket eights and pocket nines, because you're either crushed or he's still got a lot of equity anyway, and you just don't know what the fish are doing when they're clicking the buttons like that.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they just show it with bottom pair or something.
So basically, with eights, kind of have to go broke.
On a reasonable run out, yeah.
Well, he only had 25 big blind, so
Yeah.
we were only going to see one card no matter what. We weren't going to see like a blank turn.
Yeah. Maybe on a non-heart he checks. Well, I might be up later than I thought.
Oh, we got the kings again.
Nice. Like I was saying before the stream, I just started playing this tourney to mess around and play every hand. And then,
Uh-oh.
hello.
We got a song request. What song is that? Also, I can't play it because my computer's on the verge of freaking out. I can play it on my phone.
Hold up. I should be able to get the Twitch up. Give me a sec. I might be able to accommodate the requests. I have a feeling you're about to stack this guy.
That'd be nice. If you just shipped it for 470.
I just don't think he's raising light very often. Like pre-flop.
You mean 3-betting?
Yeah. What do I know?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a good read there, Luke.
Yeah, I'm onto it. One more raid like that and I'll have to stop calling myself the fish whisperer.
Guy's 3-betting 17% and you don't think he's 3-betting light.
I haven't seen his hands. I was just been watching his post-flop play and he seems super passive. I guess he led at us with that flush draw weird thing before. $3-5. Hey, I lost a stack to 3-5.
Yeah, you think in a 4-bet pot that the 5-5-4 board is pretty safe.
You expect. He certainly played it interestingly as well. Oh, 64. Yes, I started playing this tourney just to
What
be
song?
an idiot.
If you want to just type in the chat what song that is. I can't. I don't actually have the chat open, so I can't.
I'm slowly getting there. I'm trying to find your stream.
Twitch.tv/enhance your edge.
Maybe I've probably still got copy and paste. Mean computers. I know how to click the call, the fold, and the raise buttons, and that's it. That's as good as my computer knowledge goes.
That's okay knowledge.
Yes, what song is that? Also, I can't play it because my computer is on the verge of
It says
breaking
deleted.
out.
It
It's
says
playing on my phone.
I can play it for you, but it says deleted link.
Luke, I hear myself.
Sorry, I forgot to mute the alarm. If Poker is awesome 44 wants to write in the song request again, I don't know why it got deleted.
They're not allowed to post links in the chat.
Just write the song name and I'll find it for you.
We need to have a coaching session on Twitch co-hosting.
And this is a rare occurrence for me because it's now 1:28 a.m.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect you to be on.
I didn't expect me to be on either. I've had a very relaxing day.
Oh yeah. I had a
Weather's
very
beautiful. Cricket's on. Cricket's a bit like baseball for you guys. Unless you're actually into it and understand the tactics, it'd just be really boring for anyone that doesn't understand it.
I know that they have a paddle and there's wickets.
It's called a bat. Oh, here we go.
I don't know if you're talking about me or you.
I was talking about you with the little 10-8 ball there.
Well, it adds up to 18, and that's the legal age of smoking cigarettes. So
The legal age for poker, so that's the illegal age to 4-bet light. There it is. Every time you get 10-8 now, you've got a 4-bet, cold 4-bet.
Mike just said he thinks the fish may have learned the 3-5-3 bet from you. I hope not. I hope you haven't been teaching him that. Just cost us $600.
Oh, have I been 3-betting that hand? So I've been 3-betting that hand out of the big blind versus the button a bit lately.
Oh yeah, the 3 and the 5.
Yeah, like those really low suited connectors. I started calling a lot with the. I used to 3-bet like 8-9 suited, 7-8 suited, and some one gap a lot. Now I've started calling with those and 3-betting the really low ones that are a lot more useless.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a bit of a trial, see how it goes for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So far, it's going good. Just means you've got to be willing to attack some boards with literally zero equity.
That's fine. It's called fold equity, right? We gotta make our own equity.
Well, that's what I mean. If you're going to 3-bet those hands, you can't play fiddle fold, or you're just going to throw away all your money because you don't flop good hands very often.
It's the same with like flatting hands out of position and stuff. Like if you're gonna be flatting hands out of position, you gotta learn how to play with very, very little equity.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, I know Lucas hasn't missed a beat, but I don't know if Lucas has actually seen a beat yet either.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Don't worry about it. You're two steps ahead. You know what I'm talking about.
I noticed something pretty funny in our Skype group today. someone asked about a hand, so I explained it all, and then you come along and said, "Yeah, I agree with everything Lucas said." And the guy said, "That's why you're the master, Brad." I was like, "Hey," I said all that. I thought that was quite amusing,
Yeah.
but I don't mind. You can take my credit. I'm just happy that we thought the same about the hand because I respect your thoughts.
I mean, you were right on point. I do think the guy's sizing was suspicious, though.
I thought it was really good. That's exactly how I do it. Exactly how I play my strong hands in his spot.
What about your hands like
Hey, babe. Will you give me that box of thumbtacks in that drawer?
Because we still had Queen X in our range, so you can bet big to get called by Queen X.
Do I have more money than you, Nicole?
No, don't be ridiculous.
How much do you have?
A lot.
Like 1,000?
kids?
More than that. Maybe 1 million.
They all fell out.
Is there should be another box.
Am I echoing? I can put some headphones on. Hold up. Hold up.
We got a follower.
I might be back for more.
Can you close these doors?
Jeremiah, this is just for you.
What are you doing? Sounds like you're banging your keyboard.
I can't. It's so close to the wall. I have to just find the plug without vision.
Still not much going on at tables 3 and 4. The games look good though for a Saturday. Definitely not going to complain about, guys 3-betting and calling 4-bets with the 3 and the 5. I think that's good news.
I like how you lose a massive pot, but you still see the positive. That's good.
Got to, right?
Yep. You understand that in the long run, you're going to make a lot of money from that situation. All right. Hopefully, no more echo.
I don't know. Jeremiah will be the judge of that.
We'll soon find out.
I've been dreading this day. Oh, snap. I don't think this guy's messing around 3-betting us from the big blind.
Generally not. I like the fact that he sized up a bit too.
Yeah. Oh, he just flatted the 4-bet, huh? So it's like jacks and tens all day. Maybe kings.
Maybe a 3-5 suited.
Well, that guy did leave, so who knows, right? The guy took his 600. Gonna go buy himself a PlayStation VR.
VR, is that virtual reality?
Yeah.
Is that on PlayStation now?
Yeah, they made their own virtual reality unit, and it's cheaper than like the Oculus Rift, the more expensive ones. But it's supposed to be really good. It's like, I think it's like $400.
I know nothing about any of it, but it sounds pretty exciting to me.
I've been waiting for virtual reality since I was 7 years old.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's what you dream about when you're a kid. That you think will be like in the future, well after we die.
When I was probably 8 years old, I wanted that at Service Merchandise. Maybe some people on the stream remember that are in the U.S. But they sold this virtual reality headset for like the Sega Genesis, and I wanted more than anything to play Mortal Kombat in virtual reality, and it was a couple $100, and I remember I got it for Christmas. I plugged it in, and it just instantly started smoking. Just smoke everywhere.
And how long ago was this?
Man, 25 years?
So like that $200 back then is probably like $2,000 now.
Yeah, it was expensive. It was what I wanted, though. So, being the spoiled brat that I was, that was what I had for about 30 minutes.
Hopefully you're making money playing poker by then.
Yeah, I paid for it on my own. I was 8. Already knew I was going to be a world-class poker player.
When I was young, it took me, I can't remember, it's close to 6 months, I think, to own a paper round to save up to buy a Nintendo 64.
I had a Nintendo 64 too.
And I had, oh, you've got the nuts. And I had GoldenEye. That was the game I had.
Oh man, GoldenEye, using your little watch to set off the mines. That was always my dream. Put the mines in the bathroom. Blow people, screen snipe them. Put the mines in the bathroom, screen snipe them till they went in there and blow them up.
You say that? We got fish turning pairs into bluffs these days. That's a worry.
I don't think he actually knows what he was doing, though.
Just clicking the buttons.
I don't think he actually thought that he was trying to fold out, like, straights.
Actually, when he bets $42, it's not really cheap in a whole lot, is it?
Well, he donated $42 to our cause. Future Twitch streams USA. But yeah, I was a big fan of GoldenEye, and I remember playing Mario Brothers 64, and that game was like the nuts. I had never seen graphics like that. Never played it like an open sandbox type world. So, well, I mean, it wasn't actually a sandbox because there were levels, but you know, it wasn't a side scroller.
I don't know the one. I pretty much GoldenEye was it for me. I think I spent more hours playing that than anything else combined in my life. Still, probably.
Not even Mario Kart?
I think I played Mario Kart a bit with friends, like going to friends' houses, but I didn't have that game.
And you should have did more paper routes, saved up for Mario Kart.
Once I had GoldenEye, my life was complete.
You're just
Just
done.
played the same levels over and over and over until just to try and break the record time.
I had a Star Wars game that I played. I can't remember it. Can't remember the name of it, but
I see, Jeremiah. Yeah, the echo was because I brought up the Twitch stream to see the song request and forgot to mute it, so I had them both going at once. But now I've got my headphones on, so you get a double win.
never even gave us. Whoever did the song request never even told us what song it was.
And just bailed on us. Oh, I just got Queens versus Kings. Damn.
For all of our chips?
No, for half of them. Lucky I had lots.
Your chips is spare, man.
Yeah, it's not very nice. That's put me back into the field.
It's never all smooth. But as long as you got chips, you're in better shape than lots of people.
Got more chips than I started with still, and I just lost half of them, so can't be bad. I better go back into maniac mode. That's how I got all the chips. Just playing every hand, three betting every hand, bluffing every hand, not getting caught somehow. I was like, oh wow, I'm going really well in this tournament. I might take it seriously.
Then you took it seriously and lost half your chips, so.
And I just get caught. So.
The goal is to not care.
Yeah, exactly that. PokerStars knows. They didn't even give me a chance either. The flop came King 10-10. She just flopped me dead.
Mike just said something.
Have fun, Mike. Supporting your team.
Yeah, have fun supporting a bunch of dudes, giving each other concussions and brain damage later in life.
Running into each other and feeling up each other's behind their bums. What they do when they bend over there. It's sus to me. Hut. What does that really mean?
Oh, man. The Australian side of you is coming out.
I got limp raised today in the big blind. I think you've got a fair idea what I did.
Probably 4-bet it.
Yeah, I had coin 3, I think.
Yeah, so... Oh, we flopped top pair.
That's a nice spot.
And we got 3-bet. We got all kinds of things happening right now, boys. Nut flush draws. Yeah, they came out with some little bitty Nintendo with like little controllers with a bunch of preloaded games. I'm not sure what games were on it though.
I was a poor kid. I got my Nintendo 64. That was it for me till I was an adult.
So he bet small, which is like weird.
That's kind of what he. If he thinks that you've got ace king, that's a good bluff to bet small twice, right?
I think he's just going to be betting small and checking back for the most part. With like 7s, 8s, 6s, 5s if he's got them. So I'm just going to go ahead and bet to prevent him from checking those hands back.
mean, the only hand that makes sense, I think, from his point of view now is ace five for you. Like, that's the only hand I'd perceive you to play this way.
We could be value cutting ourselves against like tens and jacks too, but with his sizing bet, sizing tell on the turn, yeah, give us the money. What up, Chris? How we doing, sir? I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself for that hand.
I was just about to say, I think you got an extra $122 than I would have.
See, sizing, guys. Sizing matters. His sizing on the turn made me feel like he wanted to check like sevens back. Oh, so he had the one hand that Lucas said
To block the hand that
he blocked the hand that Lucas said he would be worried about. He had pocket fives.
It puts him in such a weird spot.
Not the greatest of turns up here. Chris, it's early, man. 9:50. What are you doing awake so early? Oh. Well, now we got the board.
What?
He earned it, man. He earned my money.
You sure did. I wasn't whiting about your fold. I just looked up and saw the board. You don't see that very often.
We went from flopping a very strong hand to having the board.
So, yeah. That's my MO with sets lately. Get excited when I flop a set, put two bets in, and then check fold the river.
Hey, I had the same exact situation that Brandon had in our think tank group, where I flopped middle set and the turn paired the top card and the river paired the bottom card.
So sorry, say it again. The turn.
Like I had sixes and the flop was 9-6-3,
Yeah.
and the turn was a 9, and the river was a 3.
Yeah. So now your hand's just a complete bluff catcher.
Yeah, I check called the river though, and he had a bluff. So
Nice. I think Brandon's hand played out a bit differently though, where the guy couldn't really be bluffing.
Brandon bet the river for the value.
That's right. That's what happened.
Where is Brandon anyway? He was here last week.
That's why I couldn't be. That's why the guy couldn't be bluffing, because Brandon was the one betting.
Yeah.
Hopefully Brandon's working on all the homework I gave him after our coaching session.
I'm sure he is, man. He's a worker.
He's keen. It's good to see. I like it. I enjoy trying to help people that want to learn.
It's a nice feeling, right? I told you.
That's great.
Sweetheart, you want these packs?
Yes.
Oh boy, got another follower. I don't know who it is. Always 42. That's Chris Waugh.
Hey, always 42. How are you? See how I made that little rhyme?
That's good.
Oh, it.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's about all I've got. Eminem, look out.
Oh man. Get-
Oh, I just realised something.
What?
I've been playing this game on my phone, the poker on my phone, and I just completely forgot about it for 20 minutes, and I'm not even on the table anymore. Because I put the headphones on so I can't hear it beep.
Oh, Lou.
There we go, just crank the volume. There you go, Jeremiah. You didn't cost me a cent, but you made me forget about what I was doing.
That's good, Chris. I'm a morning person too. That's why I don't don't live the poker lifestyle. Lucas is obviously a morning person too. Look at him. It's 1:45 a.m. and he's barely talking straight.
This is very out of character for me. I'm a morning person. Bet at 10, up at between 6 and 7.
Amazingly, we're winning this session.
You got one cooler with the Kings.
Cooler. Kings versus 3-5. Classic cooler.
Oh, suck out cooler. That's the same thing.
I guess.
Everyone always laughs at me when I say that, but like a cooler and a suck out, it's just the same thing in my mind. It's just a situation where it's unavoidable not to go broke.
Yeah, but like a cooler would be, I don't know. Say if the fish had queens and the turn was a queen, like where basically everybody's always going broke in that spot. Like everybody in the poker universe is not going broke with the 3-5 there, or not breaking me. In that way, anyway.
No, but it's a cooler for you. No one ever is not going broke with Kings there.
That's true too. I guess it's just semantics.
That's the way we're just looking at it from the different person's point of view.
Just semantics.
Oh, that's a good flop for me. Flooded ace queen, and I got queen 8-5.
In a tournament too, I'm sure there's probably like half a bet left, so likely to get paid.
I have to find out because the guy just tonked into me.
You gonna raise it small or you gonna flat?
I raised it.
Ooh.
He showed a queen and folded. That's the wrong move.
I think raising was not the right strategy.
It was a flush draw and it was queen 5-8, so it was. I did not think he'd fold top pair to a raise on that board.
So essentially you folded out all the worst hands.
I assumed he probably had a draw, and from my experience in these games, the players are horrible and they just shove every draw, whether it's a open-ended straight draw, flush draw, or whatever. Look at you go. Kings, kings, kings.
Should have bet the fours. Too busy playing these other ones.
I still want a big pot though. That's good. I'm back up to before I got top the kings versus queens.
Switch over here to table 4.
I missed it. Did you? You got the fire.
We made a flush. Table 2. This hand is weird because I didn't bet the flop because I was playing the flush draw on the kings at the same time, so I was messing around. 8x is the same relative strength as pocket 4s. I don't know. All right. Give the man his money.
Sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes they just deserve to be paid.
And see, I didn't bet the flop. He realized his equity. I paid off 2 bets. I deserve to lose.
It's unlike you not to do your little quarter pot bet in that spot.
I know.
Well, I'd say there's a very high chance that he floats king queen to a tiny bet anyway.
Well, it's full to C bets 0, so. Although if I bet the flop small, we check, and then he bets the river, and I always call, so kind of the same.
Yeah.
Same little result, either way.
Except that you get to pick the bet size and on the flop, make it heaps small.
Yep. which also if we make the flop sizing smaller, then his river sizing smaller too. So say
Yeah, true.
shave a little off on 2 streets.
Yeah, it's a very good point that I've never actually thought of.
Sizing, man, that's where it's at.
What are you folding in the king 10?
I guess so.
I thought that's like king 10 versus a fish in the cutoff. I would have thought it's a monster.
I was in the big. Oh, the cutoff.
Cutoff open.
I just limped the king queen. What am I doing?
I've got a hand for you. I'll show you later. I did an accidental link today. I'll explain it when you're not playing a hand.
Just go ahead, man. Let it roll.
It's probably the most satisfying hand I've ever played in poker.
I like where this story's going.
So I'm under the gun with 8-8 offsuit. I'm playing four tables of Zoom.
8 what?
Ace-8 offsuit. So,
Okay.
I try and click fold and I accidentally limp.
Yeah.
And then the fish next to me raises to $6. It's 1-2.
Yeah.
So usually when they raise less than pot, I don't give them credit for a strong hand.
Yeah, they got like
And,
queen jack or king queen or king jack.
Yeah, and then a reg on the button calls, lines fold, gets back to me. Well, I don't really want to call ace-8 offsuit out of position to 2 players here. So I busted out the old limp re-raise.
Yeah.
So I cranked it up to somewhere around $30.
Yep.
And the fish folds and the reg calls. The flop comes queen 3-4. So I c-bet 1/3 pot.
Mm-hmm.
And the reg calls. And the turn is a king. So I'm like, wow. If you're just gonna keep giving me those cards, I've got to try one more time. So I crank up a big bet. It was a bigger bet. It was like 2/3 pot, I think, like $60-something into 90 maybe.
Yeah.
We were up to. And he calls, and then the river's a jack. So that's not a very good card to put the rest of my money in on. So I check, and the guy goes into the tank, and he uses up his whole time bank, and then he checks back, and he had 4-5 suited for a missed open-ended straight draw on the flop, and I won the pot. I won like a 200 big blind pot.
Nice.
Yes. It was the best surprise I've had in a long time.
Do you really love your 2/3 size pot bet on the turn on the king? Like when you bet so big, you go so polarized. I don't even think you have aces in your range there.
Why?
Huh?
Like that's how I. It's not just on the just generally how I size my bets in. On dry boards in 3-bet pots, I'll bet really small on the flop, and then if I'm gonna bet the turn and not check, I usually size right up. I like to be able to. I need to make it a size where, if I want to, I can shove the river. That's less than a pot size bet.
Yeah, but that run out's just not good for like the king on the turn. It's not really good for. In my mind, it's not really a great card. Like,
when the reg just flats the fish's gay little ISO, I think he's going to have like pocket eights or queen jack or queen 10, and I can probably get him off those hands. But just because the jack on the river, I didn't think that was a good bluff card, so I shut it down. That didn't matter anyway.
so what's happening on my tables here? Alright, let's switch back to you. Well, we got snapped.
It's not the greatest of everyone.
So I guess if he does have some flush draws, I just don't think he's got a super strong hand. But I think I can bet small to fold out flush draws.
I was going to say it, but I wasn't allowed.
So I didn't think he had a super strong hand, and it turns out I guess he had 9-8 or 7-9.
I had that exact situation today, that exact thing, and I did exactly what you did, and I checked the river, and the guy checked back and won with king 5 of diamonds.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that to happen to you. I didn't want to think people think we're cheating if I give you any advice.
No, I came to the same conclusion. No reason to stuff it. I don't think he folds out an ace. He obviously doesn't fold out a 9, so we want to target the flush draws, and we don't have to size big to fold those out.
Yeah.
His sizing on the turn was real weird too. Like, he's never bets that small with value, so nine's probably the worst card. I'm probably shoving. Well, not a 9, 8, or 7, but everything else.
Yeah, the 9's probably the worst card in the deck to bluff on.
What's up, Brandon?
Oh, living life tilt. That's Brandon. Hello. I just figured out too that always 42's Chris, because he told us.
Yeah, it was a big mystery until he typed it out in the chat.
Yeah, my detective skills lack after 12 p.m. Hey, we're actually after 2 p.m. now.
2 p.m.
It's weird that I'm not falling asleep.
You mean 2 a.m. actually.
2
But
a.m. Yeah,
good try. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving, spent time with their family, didn't eat too much.
What's the reason behind Thanksgiving? Like why is it a holiday?
Most of the time in the United States, we're not really thankful for anything. So we need a day completely dedicated to us being thankful, I think.
After traveling America twice now, I can definitely understand where you're coming from.
And I have kings? No, I don't have kings.
So it's just a day to reflect and realise that we're the lucky people.
Yeah. That.
And And most normal people that don't play poker for a living get a day off work, I presume.
They get more days off. They get Thursday and Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 4 days off in a
Whoa.
row.
That's enough to be thankful for right there.
But you got to spend it with your family. So a little give and take there.
Interesting.
I guess you
Depends
don't.
how you classify family.
Huh?
Oh, it's not like I classify my friends as family. So
Yeah, but unfortunately, your friends are all with their own families, so you have to go. You have to go to your friend's family's house.
if they think the same as me, then luckily I don't have this conundrum because we don't have Thanksgiving.
Everybody eats turkey for some reason.
Actually, yeah, this makes perfect sense. It was this exact time last year when I was in America and I was living at the Commerce, and they were giving away free turkeys for Thanksgiving, and I gave my turkey to some guy that I won a big pot off because I felt bad and I didn't want the turkey. Consolation
prize.
prize. Yeah. Oh, he was a nice guy, and I was like, oh, you just kind of gave me $1,000 because you don't know how to play poker. Do you want a turkey?
It's an even trade. Parasomniac with a Jack-10 hand. Don't you think that type of player would jam over your small bet with a lot of his flush draw range? Absolutely not. There was only a small bet left. He's not going to think he's got tons of fold equity, so typically they just kind of hesitate and fold. Probably will call with like pocket sevens and pocket eights, which I think are part of his range. So
I agree. I think unless he's a really bad player, he's going to perceive our raises strength and never ever shove a draw because he should realise he doesn't have fold equity.
yeah,
Unless somehow he's psychic and he knows he's playing against Brad.
right.
Brad does that quite a bit.
And maybe I turned my delay off. Holy cow! What are you doing? You shooting people up?
Oh, that's on this game on the app on my phone.
Oh,
When the people lose pots against each other, they fire machine guns across the table.
it's going well, Brandon. Having a really good morning, actually. Feeling good, focused. Full of energy and life. Lucas is Lucas. Lucas is not full of energy or life.
I think I'm doing all right considering.
I think you're doing great considering I would have fallen asleep hours ago.
When I commit to something, I succeed. I've committed to this stream. Oh damn, I just opened Queen 3 and cut off and got called in every spot.
Just like I committed to the Queen 5, I decided to see it to the end. It's a Queen and a 5. Just got to see these things through sometimes.
Hey, we've seen good things happen with 5s today.
Good things? I think good is a matter of perspective, right?
Well, we've seen it from his perspective, it was really good.
It was awesome from his perspective. From our perspective, it was questionable.
It was terrible from our perspective. I just want another little pot.
having to exert a lot of patience with my pocket fives. I've been wanting to play them for like an hour now. Itching. And the short stack left.
Oh, I just got confused. I didn't realize you changed to 510.
There was one running, so I jumped in.
Oh, wow, he's juicing this right up.
Gotta get you to pay attention, man.
Got too much going on. Good luck, Sam.
Thanks.
I always just hope they fold in the spot.
Whatever, man. Where's your gambling?
All that. It's pretty well known that I'm not very good at flips. Ooh, someone's listening.
Hey, if we win this one, I'll give Santa Claus a little go.
Verify. Boom. Nice
Oh
hand.
boy.
That was the timing for the 510 table could not have been better.
Look, you see the snowman? He's getting down too.
You can hear him. Jason Somerville has a bell that he rings when he wins pots. You have a trumpet playing Santa.
It's a saxophone.
Saxophone.
I don't know, it's hard to see. And it doesn't sound like a saxophone when he plays it. But
I'm not going to lie, the first time I saw it, I thought it was a Santa with smoking an illegal implement. I thought he had the old peace pipe out.
come on, Luke, that's not my style.
Yeah, I was confused, but you were doing some weird Billy Bob Thornton theme, whatever it was.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Queen nine's a pretty hand. I don't know why it appeals to me, but it does. There's only one condition about me co-hosting your stream.
What's that?
If you get dealt the 3-6 of hearts, you have to play it from any position.
That seems
So-
dangerous.
I can prove to you that it never loses.
Yeah. Seems like a dangerous proposition.
Right? The worst that happens is you have a pair and a flush draw. That's kind of that's a low end flop for that hand. I mean, I've seen you just open shove king queen off under the gun 200 big blinds deep before, so how bad can it be?
That's a good point. That is a good point. Freaking Bovada clicking bug.
That was a nervous wait.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh boy.
Well, what have I done? And then just to prove that it was a good move, I opened up at 200 an hour table. Waited till I got king queen under the gun and just shoved.
It's funny that you got that exact situation. Like it feels like it would have taken you some time to get exactly king queen under the gun.
The honest truth is, it happened the first hand. It was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. It was meant to be. I did not. I just opened it up, played the round or however long till you get to under the gun,
And there it was.
and there it was. So I shoved, everyone folded. I copy and pasted the hand history to prove that it happened. I guess that proves that I'm more of a degen than even your accidents.
You proved something. I don't know what it was, but you proved it.
I stole the blinds and then left. Did the ultimate hit and run.
Brandon said he doesn't get the queen shove there.
Oh, villain shove in the 4-bet pot.
Yeah. Do you get the queen shove?
Maybe because he's out of position and he's worried that you'll check back the turn and get to realise too much equity.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I'd probably not play it that way, but I think that would be his reason to play it to try and tap into his mind. Personally, I just get it in pre-flop, out of position in a squeeze spot like that.
Yes, sir. Me too. I gotta say though, I was a fan of the flop. That's one of the flops that I can get that doesn't have an ace or a king on it, and I can still feel pretty comfortable.
I know it's pretty much the only one. I hate when people flat 4-bets and you have ace king and flop nothing. It's just, you need to know, you need info on your player.
Yeah.
Know if they're capable of flatting aces and kings in those spots, and if they're going to just go broke with jacks. Like, so many variables.
Tough to know when guys, only info we have on guys on Ignition are 3-seat, 4-seat, 5-seat. Just gotta do a lot of research, understand the population, what they typically do.
Yeah.
Funny enough, if I don't flop the flush draw, I don't think I bet 105 there. I think I just check back.
Yeah, it puts you in a bad spot if you do bet and do get raised.
So basically, I think my range there is like ace, king of clubs, aces, and kings.
Yeah. Damn.
Well, win a flip, lose a flip, right? Actually, I had ace, king 3 times and lost the queens twice. So win 1 flip, lose 2.
At least you lost the one worth less money.
Yeah, the 2 I lost were not equal to the 1 that I won.
That means you've got good poker skills.
Yeah. How many viewers we got this afternoon, Luke?
I don't check. 15.
Seems to be about the usual spread.
I've noticed the people that get all the viewers are the guys that play tourneys, which I don't really get. I guess people want to see deep runs.
People do like seeing deep runs in tournaments.
Tournaments just so boring.
Unfortunately, you got to wade through about 6 hours of nothing to enjoy
Yeah.
the deep run.
And 150 times of not getting there. Well, I finally got caught bluffing. Did he throw that and you lead that?
He 3-bet from the small blind and he check folded.
Oh, okay. I get confused with the button on this game. Actually, Brandon did me a favour the other day when we were doing our coaching. He changed the table format, especially for me. It was great. So then the button sits right in front of the player.
It's like anything, man. You get used to it.
Yeah.
Some poker sites that I've played on, like if you bet 20 and somebody raises you to 60, and then you type in like whatever, like 140, it'll add your 20 to the 140 and make it like 160.
Yeah, it does that on this app I'm playing on right now. I forget every single time.
Drives me freaking crazy. But just gotta try to stay present. Think about it.
Oh, I just won a lot of chips. Oh, and I got a bounty. Oh, nice.
Yeah, not many people's watching our 1K&L, man. I don't know what the deal is. Go call some people. Get on the horn. Call your friends.
In another hour, they'll all be watching me final table this 4,000 man tournament.
Only got an hour left. How many players?
We're down to 1,500.
Oh, yeah.
Long way to go.
I think you got longer than an hour, sir.
Well, depends how good I am. See how quick I can wipe them out. To win a tournament, you've just got to get all the chips. So I'll just get all the chips quicker than other people usually do.
That's a good point. I never thought about it like that.
That's when you know you're at the top of your game. When you don't just aim to win the tournament, you set yourself time limits to get all the chips.
Tournament's easy mode. It's just how quick can I get them all? Turn yourself into a big vacuum.
I just try to 3-bet bluff before I bet the flop, and then the guy called. It didn't work. Luckily, I shut it down. Then some guy just donated me his whole stack and his bouncing, so it's all good. Oh, got a flush draw. Damn it. I'm not going to be able to get all the chips in an hour if I can't make my flushes. That's the key. That's a vital part of it.
Brandon said you really dug the pink tables.
Yeah, that's the real truth. I didn't care about where the button was. I just liked the pink. Oh, did our fish leave the 510?
Yep, he won his flip and he got out of there.
He's moved up to 1020.
Yep, gonna go short stack the 10-20 now.
What does this say, Reverend? You only have to win one flip at 1020 and you can lose flips for days down at 400 million.
That's true. If you're gonna run good playing big, run bad playing small.
That is the secret to poker.
The opposite is actually the anti-secret. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to run good playing small and run bad playing big.
Yeah, I've had that problem in the past. Did you open a new table?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad you didn't lose money. I didn't notice you lose a pot.
In Riston, thank you for the follow.
Oh yeah, I just read the chat. Yeah, Brandon didn't run so good in our coaching session. He played and I sweated him. He probably couldn't have ran worse if he tried.
Why would you try to run bad?
You wouldn't, but if you did, you couldn't do it worse than what he did. In one hand, he got it in. He had ace king with the king of diamonds on ace 10 8, I think, 3 diamonds. The guy just shoves with an open-ended straight draw with no diamonds and got there.
Oh.
So I think he had about 18% equity for a few hundred big blinds. That's how it started. And things didn't improve.
As they say in the biz, that's poker.
Yeah, I know. It's probably actually a good time for it to happen because then Brandon doesn't think the thought doesn't enter his head that he's playing bad because he's losing. Helps you understand. Sometimes you just lose. It's poker. You can't win. Sometimes you just make flushes. What are you going to do? Check. Good check. Nice.
Gonna let him put the bet in.
You think he had more bluffs than kings?
I think so. I hope so.
He did on that occasion.
He did in the time that it mattered. That time, I mean, he raised pre and just bet, so I would think that he's got a fair amount of bluffs in his range, taking that line.
Okay, I'll let you guys go eat all your macaroni and cheese, and then we're gonna go watch trolls. Yep.
Alright, I've got another flush draw. This is the time to hit it. Yes! Oh, it's so scary though. Now the board's ace.
I'll be right back.
Ace. Oh, this could be my tournament life. Wow. Really quick, you can open up your king 6 on the button.
Wasn't quick enough. What's up, 3 Lou?
There's a bit of EV down the drain. But when you just make flushes like a boss, you don't have to worry about those little bits of EV.
Nah. Oops. Ugh.
Three, are you? I don't know how to say your name, man, but hello. 3, are you? 3, are you?
Yeah, Brandon said it's helpful to have the second opinion there so you don't equate the run bad with play bad. I was glad it happened then too.
Yeah, I'm glad that he understands that what I was trying to say.
Poker's a pretty brutal game. You can be playing completely perfectly and still get your face smashed in, and you can be playing terribly, run good, and think you're a god.
Yeah. Yeah. We still found some good spots to make a bit of extra EV.
Poker is simply the accumulation of good decisions.
I think the greatest advantage of having someone more experienced playing with you is understanding which bet sizings to use in spots. Because that's, like we talked about earlier, just can make such a huge difference to your win rate. I love it how they show you the ace.
As if it wasn't a foregone conclusion that he had an ace.
Yeah. If you could have anything else. Just let you know I'm not a fish. Because you're definitely raising that spot as a bluff.
Or just letting me know that I'm a fish for making my flush. Look how unlucky I am.
Yeah. He checked the turn though, so it's his own fault.
That's true. I was folding the turn if you bet.
Yeah, I was thinking I would have folded the turn if you bet. Is that a fish that opened under the gun or a rag? Well, we don't really know yet.
I would assume reg. Basically, what we have here is a table full of regs.
Yeah. Are you always flattening king queen off to an under the gun raising position?
If he raises a minimum, I am.
Yeah, true. I've noticed these games are a lot less squeezing going on than in the games I play as well. So you can get away with it a lot more.
Yeah, I can back raise too. Don't put it past me.
It's a pretty good hand to do it with. I would argue, as a non-value hand, it's probably the best hand to do it with.
It was really funny you showing that hand where you 5-bet ripped the Jack 10 suited.
Yeah.
I mean, so funny because Joe's been sweating me this month, and twice I 5-bet ripped that exact hand, Jack 10 suited.
Has it worked for you?
Hell no, I ran into kings both times.
Oh, that's why I stopped doing it with those hands. I got lucky that time because he had ace king and I sucked out. But I've done it a few times with like the 8-6 suited, and whenever you run into an overpair, you're just dead. Whereas now I've reduced my 5-bet bluff shoves to only suited aces because you still have 33% equity against pocket kings.
Yeah.
Which isn't that bad. And on PokerStars, when you run it twice, there's a fair chance you're going to get your money back. And even when you lose, I still think it's so profitable. 4-bet a lot in late position, as me and you do. But we just take it a step further that no one else seems to be willing to do. Although I did cost myself $200 today, shoving ace 4 suited, guy ace king.
I read a quote the other day that kind of spoke directly on that. Where was that thing? Pretty much exactly what you were saying. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid.
Hey, that sums me up perfectly.
By Epictetus. I think that's
That's really cool.
I love you too, sweetheart. Y'all have fun. Are you going with my sister?
Yeah, babe, that's a SECRET.
Oh,
Love you.
I love you. Guys, I just ruined the surprise.
Well, what surprise did we have? I was watching.
Well, luckily for me, they're going to go see Trolls, which I was not excited about going to see.
No, you don't have to.
No, I don't have to because I am contractually obligated to stream. For cardrunners.com, if y'all haven't checked out cardrunners.com, I suggest you do so. Plenty of strategy videos by yours truly, Brad Wilson. And past pros, Cole South, Brian Townsend, Assassinato, if multi-table tournaments is your thing. He's in a multi-table tournament guy, right?
Sorry, I'm concentrating on hand.
Don't worry. But check out Card Runners. If you use the code CRTwitch when you sign up, $99 registration fee is automatically waived. A la carte after that. It sounds like Lucas just broke his keyboard.
Lucas just got 2 out of it again.
In the tournament?
Guess it's only in the tournament. I still got chips, it's all good. Wow, I would have had. Oh, I'm just not even going to think about it. Yeah, sorry, I missed everything you said. I heard you said you had a surprise or something, but you might have been opening up a PLO table.
No. PLO has not been good to me this month. The surprise was that they're going to go see Trolls, and my sister's going with their cousins, and they don't know that they're about to get to spend a lot of the day with their cousins, so the kids will be excited.
Nice. Oh, that sucks. Now I'm down to 10 big blinds. Oh, I would have 50.
Can't think about it. You got 10. What are you gonna do?
Just gonna double it up.
Either double it up or go to sleep. It feels like a win-win for you.
I've come this far. I want to get something out of it. We're down to 1,000 people out of it was 4,900 to start. We're down to 1,000.
This hand's a little weird. With the king queen, I think the 5 seat's kind of messing around. Although he is against a short stack, but which I didn't actually see before I called.
Oh, it's that size.
Well, he wasn't as strong as I thought. I mean, he was relatively weak considering through betting.
I'm all in.
That didn't take long.
Got 2 overs and a flush draw against a lower flush draw. Oh my god, he's.
He made a pair?
Yeah. He had queen 9, I had king jack. We both had the flush draw. He hit his queen on the river. Well, on the flop.
Do you hear the just pure disappointment in Lucas's voice. Why would you multi-table tournament guys put yourselves through this? It's like torture.
Well, it happens to me in cash games as well. So.
But multi-table tournaments, you invest so much time. It's like so heart-wrenching. Battling your way through like half the world's population.
Well, it's just annoying when you get your money in as like massive favourite.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about something on the stream today, and I forgot until just now. But starting on Monday, we're doing a thing in my think tank group. It's gonna be basically we're gonna try to create some good habits for myself. I want to meditate every single day, and I also want to be grateful every single day for 3 things. Create like a gratefulness journal. So how I'm structuring it is, if anybody wants to participate, we have a shared document. You put one goal that you would like to keep up with, or one habit you'd like to create for the month of December, and keep track of it every single day, whether you complete it or not. And at the end of the month, if you get a higher percentage completed than me, then you get a free entry into Think Tank, and it's unlimited. So if I do it one time and 50 people all do it twice, then you all get a free month. So a little free roll, and the best kind of free roll, right? Because even if you don't win, then hopefully you can create a good habit, or, you know, at the very least you try, right?
Well, it improves your life. That's what we can opt for, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it.
What do I get? I beat you.
I don't know. What do you want? You already get a free membership. You're a coach.
I know. That's why it should be something way better. I'm probably not going to do it, so you don't really have to worry. So you're making a goal setting page, and you've got to.
It's a competition. I mean, it's a competition, and it's all on the honor system.
So you've got to fill it out every day, what you've done.
Yeah. And I mean, it could be like, 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups, nothing like, doesn't have to be, a major thing. Read for 20 minutes, write for 20 minutes. Like, just some habit that you would like to be doing on a regular basis that you think you should be doing. Just add a little incentive, a little motivation.
I like it. I'll do it with you just for the camaraderie. Don't need a prize. Just the support.
I know that like when we do so on the 1st of every month in the Think Tank group, we do a goal setting exercise where we set our goals for the month and we hold each other accountable to those goals. I know that because we do that, people have been playing more. They felt accountable to the group and to themselves to play extra sessions. So I'm just kind of using that for life goals that not only make us better poker players, but make us better people.
So everybody's doing well with those goals, because I didn't partake.
I mean, like, so for instance, Dung has completed like 2x's goals. Some people are struggling in their goal setting, but even though they're struggling, I've reached out to them individually and asked them, have there been days where you didn't really want to play, but you did just because you wanted to get closer to your goals? And pretty much everybody said yeah. I thought about quitting my session earlier, but decided to do an extra hour because I wanted to get closer to my goals. I think, even if you miss your goals by half, but you put in 5 extra hours, if you're a winning card player, that's just money.
I just thought of my goal, which I already set myself, because I was so lazy for a couple of months. Because I gained nothing out of it, but I was just hoping because I only started playing on PokerStars halfway through the year.
Yeah.
And to get to Supernova, you've got to reach a certain amount of PPP points, whatever they call them.
Yeah.
And because I didn't play poker for not much for a couple of months there, kind of struggled. But I decided I'd just knuckle down in December and do it. Even though there's no financial reward for it or anything, it just means I have to play some poker, and that means win money, do my job. So even when I don't feel like playing sometimes, I just sit down and play 500 hands and then feel better about myself because I've done it.
So there's no financial reward, but there's a financial reward.
Yeah, for winning at poker, yeah.
There's no financial reward besides the financial reward.
Presuming I win. But there's no actual bonus for making Supernova.
Well, you get an EV reward.
Yeah, that's right. I get the stars will come up on the screen for 3 seconds and say Supernova. And that might be exciting.
Yeah. Snore, explain who you're playing pots against. Well, I would like to explain one thing. So, your is a contraction that stands for, you are. So, who the players are you are playing pots against. That's. I will explain that. I should benefit you in the future. When you don't want to look like a big douchebag. For trying to control what I say, I'll say what I want to say. And that was me going hardcore. That was hardcore Brad. I'm trying to take cues from Ming the Merciless when they try to troll. He goes crazy. I think I gotta get better at it though.
Oh, I forgot to press the extend time thing. Shit.
Maybe I could pull out the, do you know who I am?
It doesn't look like the I think all roads are leading to PLO.
All my tables just going down.
You couldn't even see my mischievous smile because I can't see it.
It was there, I can imagine it in my mind's eye. Right now, guys, I'm imagining Lucas's smile in my mind's eye. Need to describe my thoughts, the reasoning behind my thoughts.
I'll help you with that. I've been sidetracked doing other stuff. I'll get back to my co-hosting duties.
For some reason, I just thought I could talk about things that I wanted to talk about, you know? Since, I mean, I guess I'm the one that's playing the cards and sharing my screen. I was wrong, though. I can't. Need to be robotic. So I checked the ace-jack. And now
you're in a weird spot.
Now I'm in a weird spot. Because he checked back. And now he's betting. But I don't expect him to be bluffing. So he can win. I'll fold the king-queen. I mean the ace-jack. And then I got king-queen down here. I'm going to bet, but I'm not telling you why I'm going to bet. You just got to figure that out on your own.
I'm going to guess.
You're a terrible broadcaster. You're a terrible speller. Why are you wasting your time in here? Get out. Why don't you go bug Ming? He's probably already banned you from the room, though. That's probably why you're bugging me. Oh man, somebody gave him the ban hammer.
Oh, there's someone ripping into you in the chat.
It's good though. It gives me something to talk about.
Oh, message deleted. I'll put it under this quicker.
Looks like my moderators said, "Get that out of here. You're gone. Y-O-U-R. G-O-N."
Who's the moderator?
Brandon.
Nice. Brandon's put the foot down.
Yeah, he laid the hammer down. So I don't think he's gonna have a lot of ace X here. Even though he's kind of fishy. I think I'm just gonna check. What's most likely is he's got a lot of pocket pairs and a lot of suited connectors. Actually, there's really no reason to bet because I'm not denying much equity. Now I'll just bet for value. What up, W Plaz? How are you? Brandon, the problem that, the reason I can't get in Ming's shadow is because I'm trying to do a thing where I don't cuss. And if I start cussing, basically if I cuss, you guys get to call me out on it and I have to do 10 push-ups. So if I want to get in Ming's shadow, I'm going to have to do like 1,000 push-ups today. And I don't think I can. I don't think my body's going to hold up. Ace Queen's probably going to be a 3-bet versus this fishy guy.
So now you're explaining your thoughts. Probably going to be a 3-bet against this fishy guy. You got halfway there.
Yeah, we're basically home. I'm going to start by betting that. I'm not going to explain why I did that.
I actually take a different approach on those boards. I think I still bet small, but not that was ridiculous. That was my need.
What's up, Always 42? Welcome back. We were just telling somebody off.
Chris, I remember.
That's good. We had 8 viewers, and I told one of them to go to HE double hockey sticks.
We nearly got to double figures, and Brad told one to piss off. So It didn't work out.
I went all mean and merciless on him.
Just because he asked Brad to explain what he was doing.
Well, he said snore. He was being rude, man. You don't come to somebody's house and be rude. And this is my house.
This is such a close spot. Oh, I'm gonna stop playing. I'm gonna quit after this hand and be a better host.
Jacques on the button.
Yeah, we've had a lot of big pairs this session.
Have I?
You certainly have, so.
Oh no, hasn't felt like it.
What?
I gotta say, it's all a blur. I'm winning money, but I can't tell you why or how. I mean, besides my superior play, obviously. So this is
Oops.
what I like to call likely a top pair fish, who probably has a fair amount of top pairs that he's raising and betting small, but still calling his little tiny bet, checking back the river. And there we go, a little top pair fish who got the money. Hard for me to fold getting 5-1 versus a fun player.
They can do that with all sorts of those pairs.
A guy that lives in an aquarium.
Using an aquarium?
Yeah.
What am I missing here?
What lives in an aquarium? You gotta feed them. You gotta give them a little food every now and then, make them fat before you drop the hammer down on their faces.
Hold up.
Before you drain the water out and let them flop around.
What are you talking about? Wait till I've done this. I've got a number memorized in my head. I can't do two things at once.
It's too late now. I can't go back and explain it.
I don't even know what table I was on. There's nothing like that.
So we lost one viewer, but we're up to 20 now. Apparently
Oh.
people like the meanness. Somebody say something rude in the chat so I can be mean to you.
Alright, hold up.
Why don't you log on under a different Twitch name and say something rude so I can go off on you? Oh no, no folding show. That was the worst folding show ever.
I've stopped playing poker on the side, so I'll be able to.
I meant to raise. That was terrible.
If you want meanness and harshness, you've met the right Aussie. Bring it on, chat. I'm here now. There's a chat.
Yeah, Lucas has no push-ups, no push-up thing going on. No qualms about just, blasting people.
Often I mean it in a good way. It just comes across harshly. I find that often when I'm trying to help somebody, maybe I don't say it in the best way to not hurt their feelings.
Lucas don't care about feelings.
No, we should just
You have to have feelings to care about feelings.
There it is. Dr. Coldheart. See, on the top left table, if the 2-seat had a 3-bet, you would have 4-bet that hand, wouldn't you?
Nah, he's fish. He's one of those things that live in the aquarium. Maybe you understand it now.
I get what's up now. I wasn't listening before. I was trying to memorize numbers, as I said.
Trust me, I know.
I
I know you're quicker than that because there was that one time we were driving in the car and we saved the world. I could not have done that with just anyone.
Eight. See, I'm back. I told you I'd give full attention now.
Well done. Well done.
I could have tried harder and at least got you the 8 of clubs, I guess.
We're still going to win. Ah. I think we were drawing dead. I don't think we wanted the 8 of clubs.
No, it didn't really matter, did it? Well, yeah, you're right, it helped. We would have lost more money.
See? Even when you're unspecific, it still works out for us.
I didn't even spin the wheel.
Wait, you've had a wheel this whole time?
Yeah, I bought a wheel in Nepal.
And
They have
you've been holding out on the chat? We could have had 200 viewers right now if you would have had your wheel out the whole time.
the wheel only comes out when you really need it. So next time you get 4-bet and you're 200 big blinds deep and you have pocket 5s, let me know. I'll bring out the wheel, I'll spin it, and you'll flop a set.
Okay.
I actually did that for Will and it worked. It's a true story. But I don't think Will needs my help to flop sets.
Oh man, the chat's being rude again.
Hey, here we go. I was going to thank you for your stream, but you're interested in meanness, you donkey. I didn't even think we'd been mean yet. I think calling, whoever you're calling a donkey, that's being mean.
He called me a donkey, I think.
Well,
Maybe you.
I've been called a lot worse, so I'm not going to take it personally. Since you don't even know me, it's kind of actually a hindrance on your own personality that you judge somebody that you don't know from 2 minutes of talking about nothing, about spinning a wheel. I'm talking about spinning a wheel. Who's being mean here?
He's talking about what I said 3 minutes ago because of the delay, you know?
It's 3 a.m. I'm delusional. I don't even know if I could try to be mean or nice. I'm just, whatever's coming out is just, it's just coming out. There's no thought.
10s versus 9s. Looks like the 10s won.
How many big lines is that for?
50
That's all right.
versus the 71 aquarium dweller.
They've actually just put, or they're introducing shark nets into the ocean in Perth now, where I live.
Oh yeah? Too many people getting bit?
Like one person in 5 years or something. So yeah.
Ho ho ho! We spun the wheel. We didn't need the wheel to be spun.
I could rant for hours about the shark culling, but I won't.
The shark what? Shark what?
So one person gets eaten by a shark, so all of a sudden all these people jump up and down and say we've got to kill all the sharks in the ocean. Like, wait a minute. We're going into their home and presenting it like it's just nature. But that doesn't make sense. You're putting yourself in that position. If you don't want to get attacked by a shark, don't go where the sharks are. You can't just kill them because they're doing what they do.
Yeah. We're humans, though, man. We deserve to not be eaten.
Well, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Humans maybe are a little self-righteous, a little self-absorbed.
Maybe just a little.
Maybe a little.
Hey, the Chinese get to play on Bovada, right?
I believe so.
It's China and America. Is it the Chinese or the Japanese that harpoon all the whales?
I think that's the Japanese, but I'm not sure. It depends on that what that South Park episode said, because that's all I know about it.
I was just thinking we finally might get one back on them. Like in poker terms, we're going to harpoon a few whales. But I think it's Japanese, not Chinese. So
Yeah, I think it's the Japanese.
we can't take our vengeance out on the wrong race, even though they look the same.
What a whale ever do to anybody? Why do we kill them?
They just want to. It's some part of the whale that's really not tusks. That's the rhinos. They killed rhinos in South Africa. Just discard the whole rhino and just to keep the tusks
Yeah.
because the ivory is worth so much.
Mm-hmm.
Humans. Hey.
Mm.
Just speaking of the wheel is enough.
I don't know if that's good or not, actually.
I think it's good. Oh, no. No.
Do you want to do a little fold and show action? Why not, right? We'll look it up.
I think we have to fold purely because we have a king and a queen in our hand.
That was why I wanted to do the double float. Because we have the king and the queen in our hand.
Yeah. Is that enough explanation for whoever was asking earlier? Because we block the hands that we want him to have, which makes it more likely that he has a full house.
So guys, that's how you double float, get your miracle on the river, and still fold. We called all the streets, we had nothing. We got something, and then we folded.
Make our nut straight, and then we fold.
It's real high level poker going on.
That's when you know you've made it. That's world class right there. You only know what to do with nothing. I get that feeling a lot. This should be a nice little scenario.
Actually, if the one seat shoves, I'm not like...
I was expecting him to fall.
I'm not in love with the one seat shoving. I'm definitely happy with that.
Nice.
Ha!
Oh,
Queen!
Queen! Queen! Oh, Leslie gave us a chance.
Did that just happen? Now do I get to brag to everybody that I lost the nut boat versus quads?
Or you could take my advice. I told you at the start of this session, fives were lucky.
Well, I didn't have the fives. What could I do? I can't
No,
just pick what
every
hand I
big
want.
pot every big pot you've lost, your opponent's had several fives in his hand and on the board.
That's a good point.
So I think you should start adding some more fives to your range.
I didn't think of it like that.
The ignition RNG is obviously out of balance.
Tilted towards the fives.
Yeah.
It's funny, I saw the 5 and then I saw the queen. I was happy, but
I didn't get that. I saw both the fives and then I saw the queen. I was like, oh, we've got one out. As you would have heard from my chanting.
gonna be check raising here if he bets. Luckily for him, he opted not to bet.
Well, we're up to 23 viewers and we haven't even been mean to anyone.
I know.
Did you get the hand number for the hand you followed?
Yeah.
Sweet. That's a very hard fold to make.
Was I calling the last 2 streets with king high because you thought you had the best hand? Correct. Thought there was a good chance that I had the best hand. His overbet shove on the river. Reanalyze the situation. We block ace king and ace queen, which are the 2 hands that we don't want to block because those are the ones we would like him to be shoving with.
And I don't even think he shoves ace queen.
We have 10s in our range. We have ace 10. We have ace jack. We have all the boats that we can call with, so it's not like folding king queen is folding out our whole range. I guess they just saw the quads versus nut full house, huh?
Oh, I forgot to lie.
Yeah.
At least it was all in pre-flop. Doesn't feel as bad that way.
Well, at least it was only against like a $90 stack, right?
Yeah. It was, imagine if it was at $1,000 no limit for 150 big blinds, you just flop top boat and then lose it all to quads. Then I'd probably be sad and go to bed. But you've kept your poker prowess up. You're losing the small ones and winning the big ones.
I had one of my really good friends was playing against a recreational player, and the rec player was playing 20,000 deep, playing 10-20 no limit, and he was very bad, very aggressive, very overplay, very bad. And
Is that 1,000 big blinds?
yeah, 1,000 big blinds deep, and my friend covered him, and they got the old jack deuce deuce. My friend had the jacks against the quad deuces.
The rec player had the jacks or the deuces.
The deuces. And he was like the perfect guy to have him too, like because he just way massively overplayed, couldn't really hand read. Had like ace deuce in his range, and my friend just went bananas and
As you do.
lost a $40,000 pot.
But when he's got one combo of deuces and about 15 combos of other ace, 2x that he'll call with.
Nits don't do that, man. The 10 and the 10 Dewey.
Oh, was he a nit?
No, somebody called me a nit.
Oh. Oh, they're getting injured here in the chat again. These guys are star. Stream hunting you, man. No, you're being a nit.
Because I folded the king queen.
Oh. No. Hopefully they try to use that against you. You showed it. There's no need to stream hunt. You did fold and show.
I don't think you really want to stream hunt guys that are folding king queen there, to be honest. I think you would rather reverse stream hunt.
My 3 a.m. brain's lost.
Stay away from those tables. Stay away.
Oh,
Not-
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Not go to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's plenty of more lucrative spots on ignition than following you around.
I made a good point. I don't know what it was, though. Probably that king queen blocks ace king and ace queen.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a good fold.
See, after that douche nozzle left for hating on the stream, we've been talking poker. We stepped it up after he got the band hammer. So Lucas, as a professional poker player, if there was one thing that you could do every single day that you felt had the biggest impact on your game, what would it be and why? Are you here? Did I lose you?
I'm trying to think. It's a tough question. I think the most important thing for me is keeping balance outside of poker and not like when like for periods of my life where poker's just been my life, all you do is play poker, all you do is think about poker. So you gauge your self-worth on poker. And so when you're running really bad, what do you think, how do you think that makes you feel?
Well, we're looking at, I'm trying to find like one thing. Maybe we'll say 3 things on a daily basis that kind of keeps you balanced.
You have to take breaks. Play in the morning, not at night, because your brain's fresh in the morning. Whether you like to admit it or not, you're just not as sharp at night time because you've been awake all day doing things. You have to exercise. That makes a huge difference. Eating healthy, pretty much just being healthy and active away from the table has I'm struggling for words because it's 3 a.m. It's
All right, so 54, getting 3-1.
yeah,
I find it very likely that villain could have king queen or 8-9.
he's gonna have a straight, so we've got good implied odds.
All right, so we haven't been very bad at missing flushes today. That's been our one saving grace. We've been very good at hitting flushes.
Even on the backdoor variety. Yeah, so just I think if you eating healthy food, exercising, living a balanced, happy lifestyle, I think that those are the most important things.
What kind of food do you eat?
Meat and vegetables, and that is all.
Yay.
I don't eat any sugar. I don't drink juice anymore.
What about caffeine? Do you drink caffeine?
I have zero caffeine.
Oh man, that's pretty
I did,
hardcore.
I did a fast about probably 2 months ago now. So I went a whole week without anything but water. And that's one of the most life-changing things you can ever do. After you rid your body of all the toxins and all the crap that you put in it for the last 20 years, and you feel so good and your brain feels so much sharper and you feel more positive and just everything in your life's better. You don't want to, all of a sudden, you don't want to put anything bad into your body again. So it makes it easier to stick to the good habits.
So I'm sure fasting is not for a week is not an easy thing to do, right?
Well, I didn't just do it. I did a couple previous, like for the first one I did was for 2 days. Then I think I did a 4 day one where I was trying to go longer, but I chickened out and couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one I did, I made the full week. And to be honest, I could have just kept going. I got to the point where it was just, I was fine. I'd overcome all the mental obstacles,
Mm-hmm.
and I, all the reasons I want, the reasons I do it is for the spiritual reasons because it does just clear your mind. And I've always suffered from depression, and it somehow it's like having no food in your body. Your body eats the depression away. It's really, like I said, it's a life-changing experience. I'd recommend it to anybody. Not to just go and try and do a week. You have to work into it. But
So my theory, and could be wrong, I'm just gonna put it out there though, but I've done research on like exercise, depression, eating habits, all these things, and how they're kind of linked together.
yeah,
And I know that when you exercise and you push yourself, like the new part of your brain, basically like you're constantly processing multiple things at the same time, right? Your brain is. And when you're running or working out, you don't really have room to think about the depression. So that's kind of the first thing that goes because it's like low priority
yeah,
to your brain. So that's why when you work out, you actually it's a huge stress reliever because it switches that mechanism, part of your brain off because it needs to use all of its energy on focusing on getting through this exercise, getting through this thing. And the same could be for a fast. You know, all your focus is maintaining your fast and controlling your hunger. And the first thing that is like low priority is, you know, feeling sorry for yourself or whatever, that the depression mechanism.
yeah.
That's my theory.
And to do with the eating as well, I think like I've been going to the gym every day, other than I have 2 days off a week, but I haven't missed one session. And when you go and bust your ass at the gym every day, you don't want to put bad food in your body.
Yeah.
You've done all that hard work. Why would you want to waste it?
Yeah, that's
So everything's just a snowball effect of positivity and good things happening in your life. You do one good thing and it snowballs into another good thing because you don't want to let yourself down from what you've already achieved.
yeah, and I I think is totally on point, because looking at it from like a nutritional scientific standpoint, your diet is like 95% of weight loss and stuff like that. So the physical part, you know, if you're going to do anything, change your diet first, right? That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, if you work out and you take care of yourself and you invest all that time and energy into the gym, you won't want to you'll change your dieting habits just because of the hard work that you put in at the gym. You don't want it to go to waste.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So even though it's a small percentage compared to your diet, you actually will change your diet because you're putting in so much hard work and exercise into the gym in the first place. So
And one of the crazy things that most people don't actually know, that 90% of people go to the gym for, what's the word? Not cosmetic. As aesthetic.
yeah.
Aesthetic. To look better. But working out is actually less than 20% of that. Over 80% is your diet.
Oh, really?
So you can work out every day, but if you still go and eat a Big Mac, it's just not gonna happen.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think not many people do, but I've spent a lot of man hours reading about everything I can find.
So that means that you want to look good. Is that one of your goals?
Well, not my goal, but that's the main reason people go to the gym, is because they want to look good. But they don't realise that if they want to look good, they're better off concentrating on their diet rather than going to the gym. I do both, obviously. But me going to the gym was just to get motivated in life, basically, and looking good. I'm not going to lie. I feel better about myself, and it's a great thing. But it's more of a cycle, like I was saying before, just being healthy mind, healthy body, healthy soul, sort of thing. This is gonna be weird.
So this hand, that's like one of the worst rivers. Well, any heart's bad.
I'm not sure about your play, because pretty much any card above an 8 is bad, right?
Maybe. I think the hearts are especially bad. I didn't really think that he would be bet calling jacks there, to be honest with you. So this guy betting pot 3 ways is just kind of, ugh. But he does seem to be a fish, so I will give him the old call. Looks like we got the 3 and the 6, so I'm playing that one for Luke, even though it's not hearts.
It's like it could still pull off some miracles. Or one of the ace on the jack.
The jack is not a good card. Although we could get a king now.
I think that guy getting into 2 people again is a worry.
I think him betting into 2 people on that board on the flop is worrisome.
Yeah.
Just betting pot, even though, I mean, y'all can't see, but he's a fish who's like playing 50/29, so he's pretty wild, aggressive, recreational player who I can count on to be betting with a high frequency and to have a wide range and all that jazz, but even still.
Yeah. even though the craziest players are still not generally going to just bet pot into two people without a strong holding.
Not on a board like that. I mean, that board is
Oh yeah,
that board's super coordinated.
like even if we hit a 9 and then he pots the turn again, that's just gross.
Yeah, I could probably just fold the flop, to be honest.
Yeah. Or we could just float two straights and make the nuts and fold. That seems
Wasn't the
ways.
nuts. It wasn't the nuts.
Let's just have a little laugh. I got told in the chat to try and be mean, so I was doing my best.
Not to me.
Oh, well, everyone in the chat seems to be nice since that guy got kicked out.
I don't know. Some people, because that's the crowd that I draw, man. I draw the nice people. Positive, nice energy.
They're probably all gone now that I just talked about life for 15 minutes.
I think they should be listening. I think that's valuable information.
Quit, you got ace queen.
I see.
Yeah, it's, I guess, it's, I was going to say, I wish someone told me this stuff earlier in my life, but I probably wouldn't have listened. It's kind of stuff you've just got to figure out for yourself. But that's also a lot to do with my personality.
Yeah, people tend not to listen to that sort of thing if it's not something that they're searching for.
Yeah, that's right. And there's people like motivational speakers that make careers off just going around and talking in front of crowds and telling them to, I don't know, I've never actually been to one, but like Tony Robbins, that guy, I've seen them, something about him. He just gets on the stage, right, and tells everyone to, I don't know what he tells them. Actually, tonight.
See you, Brandon. Lucas, this story is horrible.
Oh, there you go. See, I told you I was driving him away.
Now people can say mean things and they won't get banned.
Oh, no, moderator. This is what I was going for. I thought I'd just dribble a bit of shit for a while to poor Brandon, get him out of here. Now we got no moderator.
Bedlam.
Bring it on,
Mayhem.
boys. Bring on the slander.
So
You've met your match. I'll give you that.
I think too, like the people that tend to be interested in this sort of thing, but it is pretty universal. I think that people deal with unhappiness and their own issues in life. Somebody just rang my doorbell. No
I'll tell
idea.
you, it's a great move for that. You put your headphones on and you never knew.
There's documented proof. I'll be right back.
If you've got King Queen, don't lay down.
I'm folding it.
Oh, we got $90. Fair enough. Oh, we got a pair. I wish I had a control your screen. Oh, Brad, run.
I'm back. Just some random package.
It's no flush, but it's not bad for the old Jack 6.
That hand's not so interesting now that we won. Well, this hand's not interesting anymore.
What did he call the river with? Q10 or something. Okay. It's a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't think I'm pulling ace-7 on the river there. Looks like you've almost made it through. Our time is coming to an end.
I was just getting warmed up.
Well, you just now finally decided to invest your time and energy into co-hosting and not messing around in your little tournament.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Fucking
So Ryan's talking about Tony Robbins. I think Tony Robbins.
like, he tells them what they want to hear. He comes off as if he's gifted psycho.
Okay, so to me, I think Tony Robbins does a lot of great things. I think that somebody that gets super wealthy like that is not going to be just like a snake oil salesman. I think they're going to offer a lot of value to a lot of people. I think some of the things that he does, like I watched a documentary on him, and I think a lot of the things that he does do come off slightly scammy or a little slimy, maybe not scammy, but a little slimy, you know?
I don't know the guy at all, but generally people that are that successful really believe what they're saying.
Well,
Like they believe in the product that they're pushing, sort of thing.
it's about value, right? Like the more value you give to humanity and people and life, the more value that comes back to you. So somebody that makes, $50 million a year doing what he does is obviously giving lots of people value.
I'm just laughing at. On the flop, I was like, oh, here we go, another flush, 3 ways. That ace isn't good. Rip it. No, don't.
Random packages equals anthrax. Man, you are a bundle of bad news. Why would somebody be sending me anthrax?
That was for the coaching session you forgot to turn up to yesterday.
I mean, I didn't make any excuses, right? Like I just flat out brain fart forgot when to go see it.
You just kicked the guy out of the chat half an hour ago, and already the packages are at the door.
Man,
These Americans are it's vengeful.
Zapetti, it's way too late in the stream to be starting up PLO. That had to be done like an hour and a half ago.
I'd be down for some PLO.
What are you doing? It's 4 in the morning.
No, I'm actually just not tired now that we've been chatting away. I'm not one table in a fucking tournament.
We're 3 hours in. I think it's about over, guys. The stream's about done. How many viewers do we got?
19.
19. We lost a couple. Brandon left.
How much longer are you going to stream for?
About 1 more minute.
Oh, yeah, I was enjoying it. That's a fun spot.
Well, I mean, I think it's just... Oh. So we're good at hitting the flushes, but these flips are not doing so good. As a matter of fact, the all-in pre-flops have not been doing so good.
No, but you've got it figured because you're just losing they're all to the short stacks.
Yeah. That's my secret.
It's how much should you charge for coaching for that technique?
It's a lot. You can't afford it.
Damn.
That's information I gotta keep to myself because then you'll be using up all the short stacks to double up. I can't just give that out willy-nilly.
You mean I'll start short stacking?
No, I mean you'll start doubling the short stacks up with your flips and beating me.
I was gonna say the day I start short stacking is the day I quit poker.
Is short stacking PLO so bad?
I think that it's could be very profitable. Probably more profitable than 100 big blinds once you figure out what you're doing. But I just enjoy poker, not just waiting for a good hand and shoving.
Yeah, that's true. Enjoy the deeper thought processes, the big time decisions.
Yeah, I want to play 400 big blinds deep, not 20.
Well, guys, I hope y'all have enjoyed the stream. If you want more content, join the Facebook group, Enhance Your Edge Think Tank. Click on the link in the panel. If you want to check out cardrunners.com, sign up, use the code CRTwitch. That is a C and then an R. Twitch. They will waive the $100 registration fee. You'll get in $30 a month. Watch my videos. Watch the other Card Runners Pros videos. Again, ooh boy. Thank y'all for joining me. And I want to thank Lucas.
For supplying the run good.
I want to thank Lucas for his time and energy. So this guy's probably got a 5, right? I mean, he's just pretty much always got a 5. If he's got a 9, he's not going to bet a 5. I want to bet an amount that like a 9 can raise, but a 5 can still call. Guys, I know this is shocking to y'all, but we just made another nut flush.
And you're quitting poker. You're quitting for the day.
Once he checks and it's the king, I think I'm going to go polarized. Polarized, make it look like ace or nothing. Versus kind of betting small. If we bet small, he can think we're value betting like the 10 or the queen, but right now it's like ace or nothing.
It's weird. I never bet the ace in his spot, and I never bluff it in your spot. There you go. I don't get to play on Bovada either. But something I do which is very effective is when you turn the nut flush on a forward or a flush board, I check back in position and then overbet the river.
Yeah.
If they check again, because then they've presumed that they've capped their range and they call you really low.
That fellow just had the queen, the old queen 10, so he rivered us straight.
Oh, you didn't have a spade?
No,
You just missed the flush.
I know. That's why I'm calling it. I tried calling it earlier.
You, if you had called it earlier, you would have missed out on that other one.
Yeah, but I would have had my record of 87 flush draws. Now the record died. I got nothing to live for, nothing to play for. But you're right. I really like checking back the turn and then the overbet river versus the capped range. And you know they got to start calling at some point in their range. And since you're going polarized, they feel kind of obligated to call.
Yeah.
I like when guys have a capped range and I know that they're at the top of their range so that I can make a bet that they just can't fold, because if they fold, they're folding out their whole range. It's like my favorite play this year. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me, though.
Yeah, it makes sense to me since I've tried to bluff someone in that exact thought process the other day.
All right, we're running out of tables.
That seems to be a profitable session. Lost a few half-stack flips, but apart from that, it all went pretty well. A couple of check raises that didn't work out.
I think we're winning about 900.
A couple of buy-ins.
Little bluff that went through. Everything's going our way.
I know, you're quitting. This is when you're supposed to just fire up the 10, 20 PLO for four tables and just make 100 grand in an hour.
That'd be okay. 100 grand. And that's a nice hourly rate. We might get some more viewers if I did that.
That's what you're after, right? Oh, we just went up again. It went down to 16. You're back up to 18.
Well, they're about to be disappointed because stream's going to end. Thank you guys for watching. This is Brad Wilson, Lucas Ford, Card Runners, Enhance Your Edge. Check it out. Y'all have a great Saturday. Enjoy spending time with your family. We will see y'all.
See you guys.
See y'all next